You start off. Or should I start off?
I'll tell you. Tell your side of the story.
Yeah, I'll tell my
first,
version and then you'll tell.
mine.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
You go.
Me and you together forever, infinity. I don't wanna share you. Do that make me stingy?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I was in between like a lot of girls at this time. Like I was talking to a bunch of girls. You know, doing my player thing. You know, and one day, I was going over to my homie. He invited me to church that morning. So, I didn't have shit to wear. I didn't have nothing to wear. I'm like, bro, like, I would go, but I don't have any clothes. This was before I had any sense of fashion. And like, I'm like, I don't have no clothes. So I came over there and he was like, you know what, don't worry about it. I think we were in middle school, maybe ninth grade.
Yeah,
Ninth grade.
Was in high school.
Yeah, I was in ninth grade. And
I was in middle school.
Yeah, she was in 8th grade.
No, I was in 9th grade.
Yeah, okay. So we might have both. I might have been in 10th grade. I don't know. Who knows? I might have been in 10th grade. I think I was.
If she was in 10th grade.
If she was in 9th, I was in 10th.
Aubrey first, and she was in 9th grade when you met her.
Yeah. I did meet Aubrey first. Yeah. But we're going. He invites me to church. So I'm like, I don't got shit to wear. So he gives me, some jeans, a shirt, and some shoes, which was very generous of him. Like, that was nice. But we ended up going to church with her family, which was his next door neighbor, and they always usually take him to church with them. So, it wasn't nothing to tag me.
That's a whole funny story.
Yeah, to tag me along. So yeah. But we finally, I finally, put on the clothes and we get in the car and we're heading to church. And, she sees me and her eyes start to twinkle and just like, oh my gosh, this man is so beautiful. Like, all of that. So,
okay, but what was you thinking when you see me?
Okay, when I see her, I was like, yeah, she cute, she cute. But like, I wasn't really thinking of it when I seen her. I wasn't really thinking about it in a, girlfriend type of way. I just thought she was fun, and and whatchamacallit. So we finally go to church, and the funny thing is, when we go to church, my ex that I was with previously went to that church.
Previously, it was like a year or two ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was with her in 9th grade. The ending of 9th grade.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, a year or two.
Yeah. So
I remember she told me.
Yeah.
Cause we was friends.
Yeah, they were friends. So when I got to the church and we were sitting in our small group and we're chopping it up, me and her are just looking and laughing, like not laughing but smiling, like
looking at each other.
Cheesing at each other because we're catching each other looking at each other. So,
but we didn't really talk yet. We
weren't talking.
Yeah.
And
we talked when we went to
when we finally left church and we went out to eat, we sat in a booth together. It was all the kids and then the adults were somewhere else. But
I sat beside him.
Yeah, so she ended up being a jackass to me the whole time.
No.
Don't even try to switch it up. No, I didn't.
Okay,
I
didn't. Side of the story. Your side of the story.
No, I
you
didn't.
Go first. Your
so
side of the
we're
story,
sitting here talking. We're chopping it up, and I forget how the conversation started. But throughout, the whole time we were sitting here eating, we barely ate. I think I ate.
I know how the conversation started. Continue. I was saying my side.
But I think, we barely were eating because we were talking so much. And like,
well, let's cut out the name.
Yeah,
the
unknown.
The
name is unknown.
The neighbor.
Is the he was kind of looking at us like, I know this nigga not doing. I think he
flirting with the girl that I love.
Exactly. I know this nigga not. So, in the midst of us, doing all of that, like, her parents, weren't allowing her to date at the time. So,
nah, it wasn't even that. It's just.
It was that. And then on top of it,
if he was white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They wouldn't allow her to date a black man at that time.
Like that.
So we were friends for a while, and I had, in the midst of us being friends, like, I ended up getting a baby mama which was, you know, and then on top of that, she stayed with
But
she.
before the baby mama, he had a girlfriend.
Yeah, I had a.
Then he had the baby mama.
Yeah, and then I got a BM, which was a
we
lot
was
of
just
shit.
friends.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit in that, but we still liked each other. But I had my, you know, life takes you different places, you know, when you're growing up, and I had to go through stuff.
I'm glad
to
because
learn.
I didn't want to get played.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, I had to go through some shit to understand life a little bit better at the time. So I ended up having a baby, and you know, me and my baby mama didn't work out, which is okay because I gained somebody that I love, that I care about, and you know, it was a learning experience. And she accepted me even after all of that. Like, she was helping me work through the breakup with my baby mama, and that was a lot in itself, because I was you know, kind of toughed up about that. Like, I was kind of messed up, and I was doing a lot of different, you know, drugs at that time. You know, not living right. I was doing a lot of shit that I wasn't supposed to be doing. Thank God, again, that I didn't get caught up for some of the shit I should be caught up for, because I should have football numbers or buried under the jail. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that she and God helped me work through. And, you know, I'm a better person from it today, which I'm thankful for. So, yeah, like, you know, she stayed with me through a lot of stuff, and even the shit that me and her went through. Like, you know, she could have left hella times and didn't. So, you know, I'm thankful about it, and you know, she complete me. She, you know, she's my better half, and you know, I know, you know, we may argue, but you know, we still, you know, I still love her. I still love her though.
Okay, my side of the
Yeah,
story.
go ahead. Here, you hold the phone.
I don't want to hold the phone. You do it. Yeah.
Nah, you were just
okay.
judging my camera holding skills when you were tilting the phone.
Because your head was like you kept doing like this.
Maybe I wanted my head.
No.
Cut
okay.
off.
Anyways. So, how we first met. So, like he said, we was going to church.
Yeah.
My neighbor had brought him, and he rode in the car with us.
P.S. Hold on, before you keep going, her story may be more detailed than mine. I was just trying to get through it.
More.
Yeah, I have a bad memory because of the drugs.
So we was in a car, and he was listening to not Christian music, and I know, and my parents like are very strict about that, and he was listening to it loud. So I was like, you might want to turn that down before my parents get in the car. Yeah, and he was like, and I was like, no, like turn it down. And he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah. And I sat back in the seat, like it was in front of him, but like,
yeah, she got up. Yeah, she got up and like, did you get up and lean towards me?
I turned around.
She got up and leaned towards me.
You might want to turn that down. I mean, I listened to that music too, but I knew like that timing was just not like at the right timing. So then we went to church, right? We didn't really talk. It was the sermon, and he kept walking in and out with the neighbor. The sermon, go to the bathroom.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you and neighbor would keep walking in and out, and I would pay attention to them like, what are they doing? But yeah. And then we went to this Sunday school, and you know, we was making eye contact. We was across from each other, but we wasn't saying nothing. And then my friend, who like wasn't really like a friend, like she wasn't close, but she was a friend. She was like, "That's my ex." Yeah. I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah.
And she was talking to my sister, talking about, "Oh, does Cherokee like him? Because I seen him, you know." And I was like, for a minute, I had blocked her off my story because I was posting him, and I didn't want her to see it. Like,
well, you were posting me?
Yeah. Whenever we was like together, yeah.
Okay.
And I blocked her off.
Okay, I was like, you was posting me before, you stalker?
No.
I was thinking, how do
No,
you
he didn't
get
even have
pictures of
my
me?
number.
No.
Anyways, let me finish. So, sorry, I'm just trying to finish.
Nah, go ahead.
So after that, we went out to eat to Zaxby's. Yum, I love that place. Anyways,
That was pretty good.
so this is what happened. So we ordered, right? I wasn't talking to him yet. I went to go get my drink. He had already got his drink. He was sitting down. I sat down beside him, and I had a brown soda. I had Dr. Pepper, and he said, "Ew, you drink brown sodas?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's nasty." And I was like, "What do you drink?" And I think he had an orange drink.
No, I had Sprite, didn't I?
No, I think you had an orange drink.
I had orange
it was
soda.
like a Fanta. It was something Fanta.
Yeah, it was orange
And
soda.
I was
then.
like, okay, well, you drinking that nasty stuff, so
Which
don't
is
talk
delicious.
to me. And then we just started talking, and we was making fun of each other and stuff. That's just how we do.
Yeah, we talked shit to each other for years.
Yeah, we would. But like then he left. Like he had a girlfriend.
I left to San Antonio.
First he had a girlfriend. Then we like barely talked. Then, you know, he stopped having a girlfriend.
And we talked more.
And then we talked a little bit more. He came, and then he was at Travis, and I seen him in the hallways. You know, we would talk. Then he left because he got a girlfriend, and they moved to San Antonio. And I never seen him again. Then I seen him. He came back, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
He came back, and I didn't know.
And I was coming. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I was coming to her house, trying to see if Cherokee was there, and her little brother was my little messenger. Like he would go and tell her different stuff that, you know, like, oh, he came over today. Xavier been coming over. I was coming over for like the past 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
And she was not there.
Okay.
And I was getting so
But let me tell
angry.
Let me tell you why I wasn't there. So I had basketball practice. And like I had practice that whole week. One day it got canceled. And Rory had told me the day before, he was like, yeah, Xavier was there. I was like, what? Xavier's here? What? I was so excited. And, you know, so I had basketball. It was canceled that day. And, you know, my neighbor had his friends over playing basketball. You know me, I love me some basketball. So I look out my window. I'm like, who's all here? I always do that when my neighbor brought like friends over. I would see who was here to see if I wanted to hang out with the people that was there. So I go out, I was looking out, and I seen this dude with short wave, like he had waves and a muscle t-shirt. I was like, who is that?
Yeah, he looking good.
I was like, I don't know who that is. I've never seen him. Cause when I met Xavier, he had long hair, longer than this.
Yeah, way longer than this.
I was like, who is that? So, you know, my neighbor has a sister. So, you know what I did? I pretended like I was going to talk to her. And she's outside. So I walked outside. I go, hey, kid. And I'm looking like, who's that? And I'm like, how you doing? Or neighbor sister, let me not say names. So I was like, hey, neighbor sister, how you doing? And I'm looking at him and stuff. And I'm like, who? Like, I recognize him, but the hair is a little off. Like, who is that? And I was like, Xavier? And he's like,
what's
I was
up?
like,
hey, what's up?
And so all of my neighbors' friends go inside, and it's just me and him outside. And we playing basketball.
For hours.
It was daytime, and we played until it was dark.
Till it was dark as like street lights.
Yeah, like
street lights.
Almost 10 o'clock. And, you know, before I went inside or whatever.
I tried to ask for her number or her Snapchat.
No, let me tell him. So he said, I was playing or whatever. He was trying to take my phone. I'm like, what you trying to take my phone for? And he was like, just give me your phone. I'm like, what? And he was like, just give me your phone. I'm like, okay, fine. So I give him out. I said, you don't know my password, though. You don't. And he's like, just unlock it. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And I was like, then at that point, I knew what he was trying to look for because he was swiping. I'm like, you trying to look for a Snapchat? So I clicked it, and he goes and types in his username or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I don't have Wi-Fi right here, though, so I'm going to have to screenshot it and then add you in the house. Because, you know, the strict parents be the ones that don't let you have to sell your data.
Yeah, we talked in secret for a year or two.
Okay, guys, so I'm editing this video, and I'm at the part where he said that we basically had a hide in secret for a year. So when we was when we were friends, we didn't have to hide in secret, but when we started dating, we did. We hid a lot of stuff. Like when I went to go see him, when we met up like at the park or something, I would always have to lie and say, you know, I'm going on a walk. And obviously they knew I wasn't going on a walk, because who goes on a walk for 3 hours, 4 hours? So I wasn't, I mean, they probably knew, but you know, they didn't say anything because I didn't say anything or whatever. And but like if I was to say something, because I did say I liked them and they had a problem, they had an issue with it. So yeah. Not really. Okay, this is how it went. So after he had made Snapchat, we was talking or whatever, just as friends at first. And you know, my parents didn't know because they
didn't even know when we started talking.
Yeah, they didn't know.
Talking.
They just knew that you kept coming around more.
Yeah.
Because he would come like every day.
Yeah, I was coming. Yeah. What I'm gonna get that.
Then like I was playing hard to get. Like I'm.
Yeah, and that's what made me pursue her is more than what I did.
When he texted me talking about call me or whatever, I was like, you gonna have to earn my phone number.
Yeah.
You gonna have to earn that. And so then he tried to earn it.
Yeah, I was I like this.
He asked my little brother. He was like, I'm gonna ask your sister out, you know.
That was the most awkwardest thing of my life.
He was so scared to ask me out.
Like, cause everybody I've been with, I've never asked out myself. It's always been like
they asked you out.
Nah, not they asked me out. It's always been like they asked me, so we together, or like something like that.
Ask me out.
And like when she said when Rory was telling me that, I was like,
yeah, cause no, he didn't. No, he came up and said, so should I ask your sister out? And Rory's like, yeah, she like you. Like, no, go ahead, do that.
But like, you think about it, like that's like the prime of every young man's life, like asking somebody they like out, and like.
And I was on my way to basketball practice.
Yeah, and she was like, ask me.
Yeah, because I was like, because he was like, so, and I'm like, what you trying to say? I'm like, go ahead and ask it. I'm like, come on, get the words out. He was like, you know what I mean? I'm like, say it, because I'm not going to say nothing unless you say the words.
Yeah, she made me say it, and I was like, it was so awkward. It was so awkward.
And then he made me get out the car. Like I said, yeah, or whatever. I was finna drive off because I was nervous too. So I could reason. And he made me get out the car, and I'm already almost like driving off, so I have to put it in park, do all this, and get out the car, the hug him or whatever.
Yeah, I made her give me a hug.
Yeah.
After that specific day, it was awkward for a good 3 days. 2 to 3 days.
It was the first day. After the first day, no. Remember, because like he came the next day. Sorry, I keep covering your face. He came the next day, and I came home and ran inside.
Yes.
No! And ran inside.
Sorry, the phone said something %, but yeah.
I came home and ran inside, and I made the excuse of I have to do homework. I can't talk right now. I seen him outside dribbling a little basketball, waiting for me, and I knew it. And I was like, oh. And then my neighbor came and got me and was like, bruh, like,
come outside.
Hello? Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
Yeah, like.
And I was like, I'm doing homework. He was like, you can do that outside. Come on. So I do it. I bring my homework outside or whatever to make it look real. I don't do homework. Chucky doesn't do homework. So that was just like a cover.
Yeah, I didn't do my homework. That's why I came out of my
So then I'm outside trying to do my homework or whatever, and he helps me. And
which is surprising because I'm not.
Then we start talking again. Then we start playing basketball.
Going back to where
I put my homework down. I don't care at this point. And we start playing basketball again, and that's when we got comfortable, and I got comfortable. And it was still, it was still kind of like shyness at first, but then we started getting used to each other. And like he came every day, like
that's when her people started to catch on.
Yeah, and
that's when they started to realize.
When I told them, I got in trouble for telling them that I liked him. Not even dating, liked him. I mean, we was dating, but like
they were cool with me before they knew like they were
that
like,
I liked.
yeah, they didn't care about me coming over every day. Like they didn't care up until they found out that me and her was together, which I understand, you know, as parents. But you know, tell them what they told you when you told them that you like me. Like when they were like, is he does he believe in God? Does he?
Oh yeah, like does he believe in God? Does he does he do drugs? Y'all should
At the
just
point, at that time I did.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
But they didn't know, like he
And
had
then, like-
no he didn't show no indication that he
Like,
did.
They would
It was
give
just
me
an assumption
like
at
they
that
would give
point.
me so much shit like always asking me questions like I could be on my way home and they'd stop me and her dad was just I'm just like bruh
Please, no! 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 No!
like
Let me tell y'all the story. I know it's
About when
about
he-
30 minutes. Yeah,
when he
about when he
chased me?
should. So.
I'm doing so good.
Ooh, I stuttered. So, don't interrupt me because I got this one. I remember them. No, you don't, sis. No, you don't. You can do the part afterwards where he starts chasing you. But okay, so we're playing outside, right? And this lady comes, this racist lady who lives on our street, and we was playing basketball, and she zooms past and almost hits us or whatever. So she comes and tries to fight him, and he's like.
No, it was some dude. We was playing basketball.
No, that was with AJ.
Yeah, but that was the day.
AJ wasn't there.
Yes, he was. He chased me and AJ down the street.
Oh yeah. Okay. You're right.
Yeah, so let me tell the story.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
So we're playing basketball, and
That was a different day. What I'm talking about.
you know, the ball bounces. Somebody shoots a shot and the ball bounces high enough to hit somebody's truck. And the dude comes down and is like, hey, man, y'all need to stop bouncing this ball around here. I'm like, hey, dude, we're just trying to play basketball. It's not even that serious. You know, calm down. So bro started trying to buck up. Like, you know, you don't tell me to calm down. I'm grown. No. So me and my boy AJ like, so what you want to do?
Because he was being racist.
Yeah, he was being racist. I'm like, dog, like none of that. What you want to do? Like, what you trying to get into?
Whoa. Why your hand up? What you trying to get into? What you trying to start right now?
Like we will beat you up right here, bruh. So he backed off, and I guess the lady that the racist lady, the house that he was at called her parents, right? And
my
you know,
parents talking about go inside.
yeah, go inside, blah blah blah.
I'm like,
we
I'm
don't
not
need to
going
be
inside.
around this. So, but there was another girl that was there who was trying to hit on me.
Yeah.
That was trying to hit on me while we were there. So
I'm trying to calm him down, and the girl comes and tries to touch on him and calm him down.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
like-
I told her, I said, no, I was like, I touched her and was like, back up.
yeah,
Like, I got him.
Yeah.
I got him.
So she
Be careful. I got him.
She was doing all that weird shit. So I kind of was like, so, but her brother liked the girl. So he's trying to get everybody to come in the house. So eventually,
Come in my house that
Yeah.
nobody's allowed in because she
Yeah.
told us to go inside and don't let nobody in, and they got
Yeah.
a neighbor watching us, and we didn't know
So-
they got a neighbor watching us.
So
and they
everybody went inside the house basically, and like we were in there for about like 10 minutes, and then Cherokee's in the thing in
the study room trying to do my homework, telling
Yeah.
them to leave.
yeah, she's like, go. She was
Telling
like,
them to leave because I know we gonna get in trouble.
So
then
then-
I hear a car door
Yeah.
slam, and I'm like, everybody get out.
yeah, she was
Everybody
like,
get out.
Oh no! No! Everyone!
He runs to the kitchen. I'm standing in the kitchen with my boy AJ, and her dad apparently went to the backyard.
He was in the garage and heard me say, everybody get out. They're here. And so then he came out the garage and went to the side
backyard,
where
yeah.
the backyard is.
So me and AJ run out the backyard, and AJ go to the side that he's on. Like AJ run over there and see him coming through, and so he double back and run the opposite way. I'm looking. I'm still standing there. I'm like, I'm trying to see what he's doing. So he's like, come on, come on. So I'm like, I'm running. And we jump over the fence. I hear him come in the backyard. I'm like, fuck. So
You jump into the neighbor's yard, right?
No. I jump over the fence, but when I jump over the fence, I fall. I jump. I barely get over because I was feeling like, you know, like when you're running and you feel like something's gonna grab the back of your neck or some shit like that. That's how I felt. So AJ, he jumped first and then I jumped, but I fell when I jumped and he lost his phone. So he's like, bro, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I was like, I don't know. And I'm still running, bro. I'm still running. So he finds his phone. And then we ended up running, but he runs past me somehow. And I'm coming up behind him, running out the side of the house. And all I see when I turn, I see her dad, full sprint.
Xavier!
I trusted you. And I'm not even saying nothing. I'm focused on running, bro.
You better not come to my house ever again.
It came back. Eventually it came back. But it was so, like...
You want to know what we did before he came back, though? For 2 weeks, I had to walk to the park to go meet him. And we talked at the park. Because there's a neighborhood park. And then, like, one day, he didn't want to go home yet because he still wanted to talk to me. So I was like, I have to go home, so you're going to have to come to my house, cuz. And so I told him, I'm going to walk this way, you go to the house first. And I'm going to walk and pretend like, yo, Xavier's here? What?
LOL.
So we went opposite ways. I went around the big block and he went around the small block.
Because there's 2 ways you can get to her house. And then, I don't know how he ended up talking to me again. Like, I always think about that whenever I see him. Like, this nigga chased me down the street. Like, me and my homie. Then I think he called the police, too.
No, I don't think he did.
No, he did.
Police didn't show up.
No. He did. He did call the police. Because when we were running down the street, a police officer was at the corner. He was like, did y'all just come from that house down there? We were like, nah. I kept going. I said, nah, look quick. Nah, bro. Nah. And then we kept going. And then we see him patrol down the street. I was like, bruh.
What was I going to say before that? Like, the reason we got caught basically is, okay, so they told us to go inside and they're at this church thing.
Ew,
Sorry. And we're at this church thing. I mean, they're at this church thing and it lasts until like 12 a.m. And so we were like, they're not gonna come home or whatever. And, you know, they had a neighbor watching us to see if we would go back outside. And at the time, I got so mad that I broke my phone because my mom was trying to tell me to stay inside. I'm like, no. Like, I get so mad, like, and I was trying to throw it up the stairs, but I hit the stair and bent it.
Bent, like, I was surprised that she did that.
I told Worry, I was like, Worry, go show Xavier, like, my phone is broke, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to text you no more. And Worry goes outside, and that's how we get caught, basically, because the neighbor goes outside at the same exact time Worry went outside. And he says, Worry's still outside, da-da-da-da-da. And then, so they were supposed to stay until 12, and they came home at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, busted our ass.
They turned their live 360 off, everything. So
they're like, these niggas not gonna know when we get here. I heard
the car door closed, and Kobe had already left his car door open and was already walking inside. I heard Samantha close her car door, and that's when I was like, everybody get out. And then he had already heard me say that.
Yeah, he I guess he felt like he was gonna run some, but nah, I'm out there helping. But nah, that was that's our little story about how we met. It was kind of weird, but I guess romantic in a way. I don't know. It's kind of cheesy. But damn, baby, you flooded my hair. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you seen, okay, well, we kind of started a new thing where at the beginning or at the end of our videos, we want to send out a little prayer for you guys, and you know, because we appreciate you guys, you know, the viewers that we do have. Anyways, you know, we want to send out a little prayer for you guys because we appreciate, you know, you guys watching and supporting us, how y'all do. So, Lord, thank you for giving us the opportunity to present ourselves to our viewers, Lord. Thank you for, you know, waking us all up today, Lord. Thank you for giving us continuous blessings, Lord. Even when we don't deserve them, you still bless us, Lord. Lord, I pray that, you know, anything that we're going through in our lives, that they're going through in their lives, Lord, that you walk them through it and that you put your hand over them and you know, cover them and keep them safe from head to toe, Lord. That you send your angels around them and cover them and keep them safe, Lord. And that anything, and that you let them know that anything can be done through you, that don't lean on their own understanding, but they lean on the understanding of you, Lord. And I pray and ask these things all in your precious Son, Jesus' name I pray, Father. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, like I said, if you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, go ahead and jump in them comments and, you know, tell us what you like to see. And we're going to hit you back with another video. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.